mentally and physically. The Warriors played the equivalent of an extra full season in those 5 straight finals runs. Injuries derailed their title hopes in 2019, and they're still recovering. But Kevin, they are certain that their championship window remains open.
DA, they got a lot of pride there, there's no doubt, and rightfully so. Thank you. The entire offseason leading up to tonight, Steve, as a player, do you already know if your team has a chance to be special this early?
You know, Kevin, yeah, you do. And I think the teams that I've been on and teams that you see and saying we don't have a chance to win, you try to trick yourself. You're looking at management and ownership. Can we make a deal throughout this year to get us in contention? But you got to be realistic. You know the teams that you don't have a chance to win their championship.
Now the starting group for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3. And for Golden State, we've got Green. Curry is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And there's Chris, and it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. Now here's Fultz. Oubre with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Such a wide open look.
Love the work Steph puts into his game. Accurate from every spot on the floor.
Fultz looking around. Inside. Here's Vucevic. Which, by the way, was also in this building.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Here's Fournier. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Isaac with the steal. And here we go with the Magic fast break. And it's blocked. Green against Gordon, and it's Green missing.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Now here's Fultz. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
They get it back. And it's Vucevic missing.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Passes it to Wiggins. A 3-ball. That one misses. And Orlando will come the other way to the left side wing. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. Vucevic. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Chris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Fournier against Wiggins. No good on that one.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. 5th is Steph Curry.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it, fans.
Steph Curry's numbers, coming off a terrific season. Averaged about 27 points a game last season. 5 assists and 5 rebounds. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yes, night in and night out, he's their go-to option. He accepts that responsibility and thrives at it.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic, an offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
Now Wiggins after Markelle Fultz missed from long range. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Pass to Gordon to the paint. Here's Vucevic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves. Terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale. And that's something he's continued to develop in the pros. A response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
No good on that one. Greg, this season is the first time in the last 4 or 5 years that Golden State will not be the prohibitive favorites to win it all.
I mean, back-to-back devastating injuries in the finals. Kevin Durant departing in free agency with time and health. Will they retake the throne? So we'll just have to wait and see.
And the second free throw, good. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Curry. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
It's a treat to watch his ball handling. He has the basketball on a string.
The Magic trail by 5. Here's Fultz. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got 5 rebounds tonight. Down low. Here's Wiggins. He can't get that one. Gordon with the defensive effort.
In a bump this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And the basket by Isaac.
And Isaac is rapidly becoming a load for the defense. He utilizes that huge frame to get the shot he wants in the paint.
Now here's Curry. Wiggins with it, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Wiggins has got his second bucket tonight.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And there's the pass to Isaac. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
Yeah, his instincts are on display here. Fultz, a really good passer, excels at setting up teammates for easy looks.
Curry finds Wiggins, and the 3 ball is good. Wiggins has got 7 points.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Outside Fournier. Gordon against Green. Gordon the pass to Isaac. Kept alive Orlando. Here's Vucevic. Great tee that time from Green.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And stolen by Fournier. Here's Fultz over Wiggins. Fultz, no good.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
On its way from Curry for 2. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Isaac. He's got 5. The dish to Fultz. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul. Outside Fournier.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Finds himself wide open and drills it. He's got 9.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Here's Fultz. Great D that time from Green.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
Here's Wiggins.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Andrew Wiggins at the line for 2.
Free throw good, Wiggins. Steve, we've seen a few guys score close to 70 points in a game recently. Devin Booker of Phoenix certainly has gotten to that mark. Who might be the next guy to get to 70?
I think James Harden, because the way he shoots the three ball and gets to the free throw line, he's one. Steph Curry for sure. Kevin Durant. And I think Giannis in a few years, if he can start knocking down those threes, because I'm sure he can get about 40 points in the paint, 10 at the line, but he needs to knock down a few threes.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
And Orlando has possession. 9-point game. And here's Fultz. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Offensive rebound. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Now here's Wiggins. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. Pass to Green. 5 to shoot. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
I mean, bullying his way around the court. Draymond invites contact, then comes through with the bucket.
Passes to Gordon. Now here's Fultz, guarded by Curry. Fultz the pass to Gordon. Good work there as it goes.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Floats one up, and the layup good by Curry. Curry's got his third bucket of the night.
The floater is a tough shot, and Stephen Curry has mastered it.
Here's Fultz. Pass to Gordon. Shoots over Curry. Hits the front of the rim and out. Warriors leading by 9. Green kicks to Curry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
So many different aspects to Curry's game. You know, we've talked about his ability to get to the free throw line.
The Warriors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
Well, at this point, it's undeniable that Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. You talking about guys like Ray Allen, he has passed up. That is big time.
DJ Augustine's checked in for Markelle Fultz. Stephen Curry hits them both. And there are no metrics to deny. What Curry is doing is incredible.
And at this point, we take his jaw-dropping feats for granted. He passes the numbers test, and he certainly passes the eye test. Curry, the best at what he does.
The Magic shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
The first one falls. Steve, Kobe Bryant said that growing up in Italy gave him a huge advantage learning the fundamentals and the tactics of the game. Do you think Europe's better at developing players than the United States?
You know, I don't think they're better. I do think their system at times for certain players, they get into a system of working on their game. And I wouldn't just say fundamentals from an early age. And a lot of those guys are being able to practice with pros at an early age. I think it comes down to individuals, and also think a lot of these parents and kids, you have to understand it starts off with making a layup versus making a three. So I don't think that Europe is doing it better. I just think a lot of times right now we're looking at some of those European players, and they're coming over ready to play from day one versus some other players.
Pocket two, and it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
So it's the Warriors now. They have a 9-point lead. Wiggins surveying the floor. It's no good. He's now 4 of 9 from the field. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Augustine against Curry. Vucevic. The Warriors pull it in.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Wiggins kicks to Curry. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Vucevic. The Magic trail by 9. Now Augustine. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Gordon. Outside Fournier.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass. And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. Now Fournier after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. And that one, good. Now just a 5-point Warrior lead.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Higgins outside. Now the pass to Oubre. Augustine against Curry. 6 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And Fournier kicks to Isaac. Knocks it loose. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. And Wiggins throws it down.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Orlando. They trail by 7. There's 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. Fournier finds Vucevic. Three-pointer Augustine hits it from three-point range. Here's Wiggins. He's got 13. Pass to Looney. Here's Pascal. Some nice passing by Golden State. Curry can't get it to go. The Magic trail by 4. Augustine from outside. And Pascal pulls it down. Wiggins passes to Curry. From deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Andrew Wiggins making highlights for the Golden State Warriors. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We come back right after this. One of the most demonstrative players in the game, Draymond Green, speaks about the importance of passion and effort on defense.
That's all defense is. It is effort. It's the effort to want to communicate. It's the effort to take that one extra step to help someone. It's an effort to move up one step to get into the ball as opposed to sitting off the ball.
And he should know, a former Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively. And if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
They've got Curry. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Lee. And it's Looney in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Now here's Curry. Passes it to Wiggins. Gets that one through the hole, make them now 7 of 13 in this game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Lee with the steal. Pass to Wiggins. 14 feet away, and the basket good. A back shot that time. And now a 7-point Warrior lead. Orlando's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Augustine with it. His last outing, 16 points for him. Ross finds Augustine. Outside Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, the Warriors pull it in. In the corner, it's Wiggins. There's the pass to Curry. Pass to Wiggins. Three-pointer. Again, Wiggins missing.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Augustine looking around. Feeds it to Vucevic. That's in. Augustine with the assist. Augustine's got 3 assists tonight.
Great change of direction. He sold the defense that he was taking the look and instead found his teammate for an even better one.
Now here's Curry. 8 points for him. The 3. The shot, no good. The Magic go the other way with it. Fournier passes to Gordon. And there it is for him. Now just a 3-point Warrior lead.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Here's Curry with the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Gordon's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Great vision there from Ross to find the open man.
Golden State's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Passes it to Looney. Pass to Wiggins from the arc. That one no good.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Curry with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. Lee's running, and the shot goes in.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
The thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
Ross, that's good. Ross has got the lead up to 1 now for Orlando.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
On its way from Curry for 2, and it's Orlando with the rebound. Gordon's got his 6th rebound on the night.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here is Augustine. Outside Gordon. 4 on the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Fournier's shot is off. Warriors have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. The inside. He's against Gordon. Wiggins outside. The pass to Curry. That falls. High speed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists in the game. Augustine up top, guarded by Curry. Augustine, no luck.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Now here's Lee. His last outing, he had 8 points. And fan heckling that crosses the line, Smitty. You saw the Utah Jazz ban someone for life. How can the NBA do a better job of protecting the place?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I think each organization, let's take our hat off to the Utah Jazz. They acted swiftly and quickly, and I love what they did. They banned the fan for life, and I think you got to get more of that. And also, I think, you know, as far as the NBA and also along with these teams, have some kind of pregame or, like you said, before the season starts, just to reinforce them and stating the rules.
And the Warriors with some changes. Marquise Chris comes in for Kevon Looney. And Draymond Green's subbed in for Andrew Wiggins. And a change for the Magic. Fultz is checked in. Stephen Curry hits them both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Now here's Fultz. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Green with the block.
You know, so much of Draymond's rim protection comes from positioning. But this time, he just flat out got it.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. The Magic trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
It's stolen by Curry. Drops in the breakaway layup. Curry's got 7 points for the quarter.
The awareness from Steph Curry. Protect the ball around him or he'll get you.
Fultz dishes to Ross to end the run. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Warriors leading by 6. Here's Pascal. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
And the basket is good.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now here's Fultz. Outside Fournier. Pass to Gordon. Beyond the arc. And Lee pulls it down. The Warriors have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. They've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment. Good report. Thank you so much.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Switcher also for Orlando. Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Fournier. Now here's Fultz, guarded by Kerr. Pass to Aminu. And here is Ross. A 24-point outing in their last game against Chicago. It's good.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Golden State.
Now Lee. Oubre outside. And another three for Golden State.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Fultz. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Ross. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Outside Curry. Another three for Golden State.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Fultz with the ball. Now here's Ross. Back to Fultz. Clock at 6. Offensive rebound. Gordon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Looking back to last season, he was at about 73%.
The free throw drops for Gordon. Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And one of the more transcendent athletes in the game. Aaron Gordon still has some untapped potential. He could make a big leap.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Now here's Fultz. He's tightly guarded. And Vucevic kicks to Ross. Back to Vucevic. Over Chris. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And 11 points for Vucevic. And Greg, we've seen Gordon playing in a slower pace system. He was asked to play at the small forward.
Not ideal, Kevin. He's better off as a small ball power forward, getting out in the lane and using those springs to rise over the D.
Here's Fultz, following the basket by Stephen Kerr. Here is Ross. He has 6. And Vucevic kicks to Fultz. Puts up a 3. That shot is off. So Golden State will take it the other way. Oubre against Aminu. Curry looking it over. Some nice passing by Golden State. Here's Green. Chris pass to Green. Over Gordon. And it's Green missing.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Chris with the rebound. Chris has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And it's Oubre off the drive. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one. Fultz the pass to Ross. Now here's Vucevic. Back to Ross. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Pass to Chris. Over in the corner, Green. The 3. Second chance shot. He lays it in. Chris has got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
32 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And how about the intensity that Fultz is bringing? Doesn't back down from the challenge, steps up and delivers even while being hit.
Now here's Green. 6 points for him. Oubre outside. Launches a 3. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Oubre. 23 points for Steph Curry.
Stephen Curry's catch-and-shoot jump shot is one of the quickest in the league.
Releases. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Here with Andrew Wiggins. Andrew, for you personally, a great first half. You really got to the rim a lot of times. What are you seeing out there?
Just a mindset to attack the rim early, try to mark my presence.
I certainly saw you in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, shooters were popping open right and left. Exceptional ball movement. Guys racing off screens, spotting up, knocking down shots. That's the way you play basketball unselfishly, and it was superb, and they exploited all the weaknesses of the defense.
Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
Well, you live by the 3, you die by the 3. And today, they're dying. And as cold as they've been behind the arc, they keep firing from deep. What are you doing? I know they got a lot of ground to make up, but they can't continue with this game plan. Not working.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the small forward. Now Fultz after Kelly Oubre missed from long range. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's foul number 2 for him. And Vucevic kicks to Isaac. The pass to Fultz. Shot clock at 5. No good off the back of the rim.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Second versus first team.
Warriors leading by 15. Curry dishes to Wiggins. Pass to Green. Over Gordon. Green, no luck.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Clearly a foul.
The Magic have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. And so Fournier nails both of them. And a minute played as the second half gets going. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. Outside, Green. Passes it to Oubre. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
That's his 3rd versus the team's second.
On defense, the Magic haven't given up any points here in the second half. Just 5 to shoot. On its way from Curry for 2. That's good on the jump shot. Curry's got 25 points.
It's been this way all night. When Steph gets going, amazing things happen.
Here's Fournier. Wiggins with the rebound. Wiggins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Oubre passes to Chris. Outside Curry. Wiggins outside. From deep, Green. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Here's Curry. Markelle Fultz making his last shot. Green taking his time here. Pass to Oubre. Lets it fly. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
And here's Fultz. To the middle. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Fultz has got 6 points.
How about the confidence level with which Fultz plays? When he's close to the basket, he keeps his eyes focused on the rim at all times.
Now, here's Oubre. 5 points in the game. Outside, Green. And the Warriors miss again. The Magic trail by 11. There's the feed to Fournier. That cuts the lead to single digits. Fournier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Outside Curry. Misses from short range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Now Fultz. He has 6. And the pass to Isaac from downtown. They get the rebound.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now here's Curry, guarded by Fultz. Curry kicks to Chris. Oubre outside. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
And there's one thing that's never been in question about Wiggins, his ability to be a high-volume scorer. And in case you needed a reminder, he's giving you one tonight.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They've shown a lot of heart, a lot of fight, and they're close to taking the lead.
Now here's Curry. 25 points in the game. Count that one.
Every night from Steph puts so much pressure on the defense because he's always looking to attack.
Now here's Fultz. He's covered closely. Dishes it to Gordon. Shoots a 3. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Vucevic.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
It's Curry outside. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got 30.
Down the stretch. This is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Fournier against Wiggins. Fournier into the lane. Yes, that goes in.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
On the wing, Wiggins shoots over Vucevic. Here's Chris. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Chris has got 6.
And how about the timing on the backboards there from Chris? Has the size and quickness to be a problem.
Isaac with the ball. He's got 5. Here's Gordon. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. He kicks it to Wiggins. Pass to Chris. Shoots over Fournier. Chris can't hit. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Orlando Magic. It's a 10-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. Back by Isaac. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. James Ennis will check in for Orlando. They double team Curry. Passes to Chris. The shot missing. Nice D from Fournier. The Magic trail by 10. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the 3rd. Here's Curry with the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 10 points in just the second half.
Add that one in his sights, too. His 5th triple of the game, 2nd this half.
Fultz, the pass to Fournier. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 5 assists tonight.
That's his second three-pointer of the night, 1 in each half, trying to keep the defense honest.
Now here's Curry, 33 points for him. Pass to Oubre. Back to Curry for the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic has got his 16th rebound on the night. Now here's Ennis. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kicks to Fournier. Just 5 on the clock. This one for 3. The offensive rebound. Vucevic, good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. Vucevic has got 15.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Green.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Holman pass to Looney. Now here's Oubre. Tight defense on him. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Hands it from downtown.
Steph just doing his thing from downtown. That's his game.
Here's Fultz. He's got 8. The pass to Vucevic. Buries the 7-footer. Vucevic has got 17.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Outside Curry. 3-pointer. The putback. It's hauled in by the Magic. And here's Ennis. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Now Fultz. Back to Ennis. There's the 3. And that one is off. The Warriors go the other way. Well, the former UCLA Bruin, Kevon Looney, not a top option, but he knows how to contribute.
I love the energy and movement that Looney plays with. Doesn't create a lot on his own, but he always picks his spots, and he can finish a play if you take your eye off him.
Al Fournier after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Ennis with the ball. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's Oubre off the drive, and he uses the glass on the layup. 7 points in the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And it's Vucevic missing. Warriors leading by 11. Bowman is guarded by Fournier. Bowman pass to Looney. Pass to Oubre. Gets a very good look and converts. Oubre's got 9 points.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Fultz, the pass to Fournier. Here's Vucevic. Back to Fournier. Fires for three. Second shot opportunity. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Magic have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
Nikola Vucevic.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Isaac. And so he makes both from the line.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Curry against Fournier, and there's the call on James Ennis. That is his first foul of the game. And Orlando making a change here. Bamba's checked in.
First personal foul. Tuesday. Into the Magic. Mohamed Bamba.
Passes it to Looney. Here's Bowman. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Fournier. Takes a three. Knocks down the three ball. Fournier's got 12 now in this quarter. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
The fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Magic trail by 10. We've got Looney, Lee out there with Oubre, and it's Paschal in at the 4 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Nice shot there by Bamba.
And really, when Bamba has this positioning, you got to get it to him. He's a very reliable scorer from there.
Lee outside. Poked away. Here's Fultz. And Paschal pulls it down. Warriors leading by 8. Here's Oubre. Misses the jumper. The Magic shooting for the game at 42%. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Ennis dishes to Bamba. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And that one falls for Fournier. Terrence Ross is checked in for the Magic.
Terrence Ross.
fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Here's Fournier, and it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it's hammering it in.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Warriors leading by 9. Lee outside. Oubre outside. And the pass to Bowman. Shot clock at 6. Tries it from the top of the key. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Was on the wing. Covered by Lee. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
The tenacity of Looney there, swatting the shot back and showing off his defensive chops.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Now here's Lee, guarded by Fultz. Looney passes to Bowman. Bamba with the block.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots in a variety of ways.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. And a switcher also for Orlando. Gordon's checked in. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Ross. And Lee pulls it down. Warriors leading by 7. To the inside. Here's Green. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. And Draymond Green does so much on the floor. It's hard to quantify by any measure.
And people have called Draymond a product of the system before. But I don't care where he is. Draymond is going to be a major impact with his defense and playmaking.
That one is off. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
That one is no good.
The 2017 Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond's biggest advancements have really come on the offensive end.
Here's Pascal. Pass to Looney. On the wing, Lee. Pass to Pascal. Bowman. He's guarded by Ross. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Passes it to Bamba. Lob pass to Gordon. Picked him clean. The pass to Lee. Pass to Pascal. To the right side. Here's Bowman. From 13 feet, it goes down. And the Warriors lead by 9.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Pass to Ross. Lets it go with a 3. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 6 assists in the game.
When he gets a good look at the basket, Ross has no problem drilling a 3.
Bowman passes to Pascal. He dishes it to Lee. Passes to Green. Over Ross. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. And here's Fultz. Inside, Bamba. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And now it's just a 4-point Warrior lead. Bowman, guarded by Fultz. Over in the corner, Lee gets it to go from beyond the arc.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Here's Fultz. He kicks to Ross. Down low, here's Bamba, and the dunk by Bamba.
And that 7'9" wingspan on full display there. Bamba swooping in with authority.
And there's the pass to Pascal. Pass to Looney. Ross against Lee. Looney. Bamba with the block. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Bamba. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. That's a 2 from Lee. That shot off the mark. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Ross against Wiggins. Ross kicks to Fultz. Pass to Isaac. Orlando moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Ross with a wide open look. Again, the Magic score.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Ross against Wiggins. Over Ross. Misses off the right iron. The Magic trail by 3. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Here's Fultz. They grabbed their own miss. Good on the shot.
And how about Isaac? He just attacks the backboard, especially on the offensive glass, putting that height to good use.
Timeout called the Warriors. The sixth pick back in 2017, 6'10" Jonathan Isaac out of Florida State. Greg, what have you seen from him?
Came in somewhat raw. Potential as a rangy defender. Offensively, though, still a ways to go.
Stephen Curry.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Kelly Oubre's checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Damian Lee. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
It's incredible, and I'll tell you what, it's a joy to watch. There's more to his game than threes and dunks.
Pass to Vucevic. To take the lead, it's blocked. To end the cold streak, and it's Wiggins missing. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Now the pass to Fultz. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's on Kelly Oubre.
And they have scraped and clawed to get back into this thing, just chipping away little by little and finally now taking the lead.
And Orlando making a change here. Fournier is checked in.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
The Warriors trail. Oubre passes to Chris. Back to Oubre. Outside, Green. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Oubre. Nailed from three-point land. Oubre's got 9 points now in just the second half. Magic have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Lob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
It's stolen by Fultz. And here we go. Fast break. Fultz has got it. Goes up again. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Wiggins kicks to Curry. Back to Wiggins. Here's Green. Vucevic with the block. Fournier against Green. Now Fournier. 6 on the shot clock. Got a hand on it. Good on the free throw.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
And he's good on the second.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Curry passes to Chris. And here's Wiggins. Shoots over Fournier. And that one's good. Wiggins has got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Count the basket. Vucevic has got the lead. Back up to 2 now for the Magic.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Tremendous composure on display. When they were down big, they did not panic. They just stuck with the game plan.
Over in the corner, Fultz. Looking to get back on track here. And he lays it up and in. And now a 4-point Magic lead
Oh, you cannot say enough great things about Fultz, just showing a willingness to take and make the big shots.
That one good for 2. Curry's got 38 points.
Just another reason why we have to love Stephen Curry. His ability to provide baskets in key situations.
Feeds to Vucevic. Over Chris. And too long on the shot.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Green passes to Chris. Launches it. Rebounded by Vucevic. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 16-7 run. It drops.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Outside Curry. From outside, off the mark.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Fournier dishes to Fultz. Back to Fournier. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. And the Magic lead by 6.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Timeout call. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Curry. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, it is hard to keep Stephen Curry from scoring. And then you add he's getting to the free throw line. That's really annoying for the defense.
At the line for 2.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 5. Stephen Curry hits them both. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and he commits the intentional foul. And they go to the intentional foul. Free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
And the feeling is with Fultz, tremendous potential. Could be one of those game-changing type point guards who scores and passes with ease.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Green. Money!
Clutch basket for Draymond. You always feel comfortable with him taking the shot.
Here's Vucevic, and now they foul and stop the clock.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They trail by 5. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
They also need to get the best shot you can as quickly as you can, and then immediately foul.
.17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Oubre. Vucevic with the rebound. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Orlando, Aaron Gordon. At the line for 2.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those. And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
So the Magic win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Evan Fournier. Hey, Evan, does a win like tonight's against this kind of competition show you how far you've come as a team?
Yeah, sure. You know, we obviously showing progress. But we want to be a very good team. We are very ambitious.
Nothing wrong with a little ambition, Evan. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long, everyone. And it's the Warriors to start out. Now the starting group for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. The shot by Curry, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Oubre with the steal. Here's Wiggins, and it's off the back rim, no good. Here's Orlando now to the paint. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Fultz is not just looking to score the ball. He also is equally engaged in terms of facilitating for his teammates.
Wiggins passes to Oubre. Here's Chris. A second chance effort. It's not going to go for him.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Oubre with the steal. Here's Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And whether or not he's making shots, you have to love what Kelly Oubre brings on defense.
Yeah, the versatility on the defensive end, maybe to a point, Kevin, where he can guard the 1 through 4 position, has this coaching staff excited.
Now Curry, following the miss by Evan Fournier from deep. Wiggins passes to Chris. 5 to shoot. Oubre tries again, and it's good on the layup.
Good job by the lefty to get in there and corral that rebound using his wingspan.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. For 3, Fournier, the basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fournier's got 5 points so far.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now, here's Oubre. Vucevic with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Out to the wing. Fultz looking around. Here's Vucevic. Gordon kicks to Fultz. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
And how about the quick fire release of Fultz? It is difficult to guard. You know he's thinking about shooting as the pass is coming his way.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
At the elbow, Vucevic. Yep, that one goes in there.
Nikola Vucevic.
Warriors trail by 3. Down low, here's Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
Yeah, that's just working for the better shot. We always talk about in the NBA, good to great, great possession there.
Now here's Fultz, guarded by Curry. Fires from 14. Fultz, no good.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Green, the pass to Chris. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, Draymond Green, we know he plays with attitude, and he plays with force. His teammates appreciate the unselfish approach he has.
Here's Fultz. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got 7 points in the game. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. They trail by 1. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
Can't lay off Oubre that far. He's good at taking advantage of that separation.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Steve Clifford. David.
Well, Kevin, I asked him what are some of your main concerns, and he said, we're dealing with a team that can really light it up from the outside. So it's essential that we don't give them open looks from deep, or we'll be in trouble. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Here's Curry. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins. Curry's got his second basket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Outside Fournier. Back to Fultz. Just 5 to shoot. Over Oubre. Fultz, no good.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Fournier against Curry. Shoots over Fournier. Curry's shot is off.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good...
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's Curry. With the teardrop, it's hauled in by Gordon. Magic have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. It's Fournier on the wing. The starting gate, opening night in the NBA. Brent, what are you most looking forward to?
I just like to see who it is that, in terms of their competitive spirit right now, is coming out of training camp hungry. Let's see in the next couple of weeks which team jumps out and which coaching staffs have done a great job preparing their team coming out of camp. Now, we know that teams can fall off, Kevin. That talent will catch up. Other veteran teams may get themselves back into a rhythm. But coming out of training camp, how much more together are teams, and teams that have made changes, what are they playing like?
What's their chemistry?
Exactly. Let's find out how they're going to play this year.
That free throw good from Fultz.
And the feeling is with Fultz, tremendous potential. Could be one of those game-changing type point guards who scores and passes with ease.
And so he hits both. Wiggins with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. Outside Curry. Pass to Chris. Golden State moving it around. Curry kicks to Oubre. 4 on the shot clock. Wiggins from outside. Orlando grabs the miss. Now here's Isaac. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him.
Yeah, and Isaac, he just makes dunking look easy. Yeah, has an incredible reach and quickly gets up off the floor to throw that one down.
Curry finds Wiggins. Oubre with it. Curry on the wing. Shoots. No good that time. The Magic go the other way with it.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track. They're going to find a way to win.
And that one drops for him. And it's a 7-point Orlando lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Floats one. Wiggins kicks to Oubre. Chris pass to Wiggins. They need this one. Buries it from 3-point range. Wiggins has got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Fultz the pass to Isaac. Now Fournier jacks up a 3. Here's Vucevic. Another shot. Gordon trying to break loose. Vucevic with the bucket. 6 points for him.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here. Take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Green.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Now here's Wiggins. He's got 5. Shots over Fournier. The jumper from the free throw line is good. That's 7 points for Andrew Wiggins. Fultz kicks to Isaac. Fournier against Wiggins. Lets it go from 14. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. Curry with the bounce pass. Passes it to Pascal. Golden State needs to get off a shot. A shot by Curry, no good. Magic leading by 6. And here's Fultz. Back to Fournier. Over Wiggins. Here's Vucevic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Vucevic has got 8 points.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Outside Curry. It's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Brett, with the corner 3 being such a popular shot, should we consider widening the court, making it all feel the same?
That's an interesting question, Kevin. There's been some talk around the idea of actually dissipating that three-point line into the sideline.
Yes.
And I really just wanted to say dissipating, by the way.
Well, and you said it well.
The other thing, Kevin, that has been considered, what if we went back to skinnying up the lane line, back to the original George Mikan days of the lane being 6 feet wide rather than what we see today at 12 feet? That would put a ton more value on post-up and two-point play, almost so much as the three-point shot and the two-point shot in the post equate to the same amount of points per possession.
Yeah. And so Fournier nails both of them. 1:51 left in the first quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Curry. Sinks the 15-footer. He's got 6.
You got to guard the long-range ball, but Steph's so good at pulling up. Great footwork and foundation. A good job on the pull-up J.
Fultz dishes to Gordon. Vucevic trying to get over. It's good from Gordon on the assist from Fultz. Gordon's got his second bucket of the night. Warriors trail by 10. Left side Curry. There's the pass to Wiggins. Here's Pascal. No good on that one. Gordon with the defensive effort. 1:03 left to play in the first quarter. To the inside. Moves back up. Vucevic. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Vucevic has got 10 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Curry. They get it again. Chris off with the layup.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Now here's Fournier. 13 points in the game. And the basket by Isaac.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Curry looking it over. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Fultz the pass to Fournier. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Magic shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Line for the Magic, Nikola Vucevic. At the line for 2.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Vucevic. Curry outside. The shot that time not on target. And so it's the Orlando Magic in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Notching a 50, 40, 90% season is a rare feat indeed. And Steph Curry, one of the few who have done it, talked about that challenge.
The field goal percentage as a whole is the toughest one. You're going to have some open shots, you're going to have some tough shots, but having that level of consistency and accuracy over the course of 82 games is unbelievably hard.
And consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance from the Magic so far.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Steph Curry's out there with lead. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Looney in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Free throw drops for Vucevic. Brent, when it comes to moving around in tight quarters without a lot of space, who's the quickest player that you have seen in a half-court set this year?
Still remarkable to watch where it is that Kyrie Irving can get to on the floor in any sort of possession. It's like he could take, 50 dribbles in a phone booth and find a way out of it, spinning around and finding gaps within the defense. But it's not his handle with just the one hand, right, Kevin? It's about he has an idea of after he does the moves around the traffic, when he gets into the basket, multiple ways of finishing, much like Rod Strickland, who was a tremendous finisher in his days years and years ago. Kyrie's got a lot of that in his game.
For 3, Fournier, the basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 6 assists in the game. Warriors trail by 18. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Damian Lee with one.
And the technical free throw is good. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Oubre on the wing. He's guarded by Fournier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Oubre. Oubre's got 3 assists now in this one. Magic leading by 14. Fultz the pass to Ross. Now here's Vucevic. D right on him. Vucevic gets double teamed. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Here's Curry with the 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
For Orlando, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
One shot.
Warriors trail by 19. Pass to Looney. Back to Oubre. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Here's Pascal. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist total show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was. How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Fultz kicks to Fournier. Ross against Oubre. No good from Ross.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Last outing for Golden State, it was a loss to the Nets, and the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry. Last season, he played outstanding. 2nd in free throw percentage, 4th in three-point field goal percentage, and as one of the NBA's top 5 scorers, you also can't forget what an outstanding year he had offensively.
And back to his free throw shooting percentage, 2nd in the league. I never saw lapses in his concentration at all. Always completely focused, completely automatic.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Fultz with the ball. Looney on him, and Vucevic throws it down.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Now here's Lee. 8 points his last outing. Outside Curry. Lee outside. From deep. Rebounded by Vucevic. And it's Fultz with the ball for Orlando. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Pass to Ross. Over to the wing. Now Vucevic. He's coming off a 19-point game against Chicago.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Now here's Lee. Markelle Fultz unable to get his last shot to go. Here's Curry with the 3. Fournier pulls it down. Magic leading by 17. Here's Fultz. Can't hit that one.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Curry against Fournier. Trying to break that ice cold streak. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, any shot seems to be a high percentage shot for one Steph Curry, especially from that area on the floor.
Fournier pass to Gordon. Ross with it, covered by Lee. And here's Vucevic, the 17-footer. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got assist number 8 here in this one already. Warriors trail by 17. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Pascal. Another shot. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Such a big part of what he does for this team, just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
The Warriors have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
With one.
On the free throw, no good. Magic leading by 15. To the middle, here's Gordon. Buries it down low. Gordon's got 8 points.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Now here's Curry, guarded by Fultz. Oubre against Ross. Oubre can't get it to go.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Now here's Oubre, and Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. Timeout called the Warriors. And for Steph Curry, certainly one of the best to ever play. Iguodala said last season, Brett, that he's already the second best point guard to ever play in pro basketball.
High praise from Andre Iguodala, and why wouldn't you talk about Steph that way? You tally up MVPs and titles and his impact on the game and what he's done to change the way the game is played. The case for Steph Curry to be the top point guard ever is getting stronger and stronger every season. The guy that he's going to have to knock off the top of that shelf, I think, for most everybody who's been basketball fans for a long time, is one Magic Johnson.
They will keep trying to shine me. They do not have the amount yet. See, I come from a place where the don't easily amount. Boarded up houses across from the suburbs that's causing a feud like the northern and southern. The fight for the because it's running in your mothers. How? Because they yonder your covers. There's no one that covers us pointing at cover the news ain't gonna.
And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Second, Stephen Curry.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Lee finds Green. Just his first attempt. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Now here's Fultz. He's got 7. Vucevic gets double teamed. Ross with a wide open look. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Terrence Ross.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Curry, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
How about the focus? Steph going on the inside, has great numbers as a finisher.
First personal foul, team's third.
And, you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
And the Warriors making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. You could argue Curry is one of the most skilled players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size and athleticism, but Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill.
Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. That free throw good from Fultz. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. 19-point game. Wiggins outside. Outside Curry. passes it to Looney. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Vucevic. Here's Ross. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Inside. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got 5 points now this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Wiggins. He has 7. Shots over Fournier. And it's Wiggins missing. Magic leading by 18. Fultz with the ball. Vucevic.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Outside Curry. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Fultz. Here's Vucevic. The shot will not fall. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Fournier against Wiggins. The pass to Pascal. Now here's Curry. Defense right on him. Tipped away. Out to the right wing. With the floater, and the layup is up and in. Skill's got his second bucket of the night.
The player gets a feel for that floater. You can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
And the foul called on Kevon Looney. That is his first foul of the game. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Bamba finds Ross. Pass to Fultz. Shot clock at 6. Orlando needs to get off a shot. And the dunk by Bamba.
And how about the 9'6" standing reach Bamba has? I mean, it's unguardable this close. Dunks it with such ease.
Now here's Curry. 17 points in the game. The shot comes out. Gordon with the defensive effort. 1:44 left in the first half. Fournier against Wiggins. Outside Fournier. He kicks to Gordon. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Warriors shooting around 43% from the floor in the second quarter. Here's Curry with the 3. Ross grabs the board. Magic leading by 23. High arcing shot, and the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. The Magic have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. And Orlando making a change here. Isaac's checked in.
Shooting one.
The Warriors shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
It's good from long range. And that's now 10 points for Andrew Wiggins.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
Now here's Fultz, guarded closely, and he gets the bucket.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Bowman pass to Wiggins. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the half. Shot clock at 5. The 17-footer doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Now here's Fournier. 18 points for him. And it's Orlando with another one.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. It's the Magic opening up a huge gap. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Aaron Gordon. Aaron, you guys came out and played extremely well. What was the mindset in the first half?
We just tried to come out here, really stick to our principles, pick up the pace, and really be aggressive, and it turned out in a high-scoring half.
Just the way you want to play. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Evan Fournier was the man in the first. He had 20 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
There's been one thing that's made a difference in this game above all else: their control of the backboard. They put forth an amazing effort on the glass, and the rebounding numbers aren't even close, Ernie. That'll be something to keep an eye on in the second half. They will be very tough to contain if that continues.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
They were brick city, and it was painful to watch. Weak shooting starts to get contagious, and they were struggling all over the place. They got to work on getting more high-quality chances, more layups, fewer prayers.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side, my brother.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Nice game. Great performance by Evan Fournier.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Orlando's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Tipping off the second half, here's Steve Clifford's 5. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the 3. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Aaron Gordon. His second personal, first team.
Down low, Curry. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Wow, the confidence that Steph has on the inside. Once he beats his primary defender, he can finish over the top of the bigger defenders.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Stephen Curry with 1.
Shooting 1.
Free throw no good for Curry.
And what you love about Steph right here is just the winning mentality. He's a champion that gives up a lot of his game in order for greater team success.
Now here's Fournier, Vucevic with the fadeaway. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside Curry. over Fultz. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
It's so fun to watch Steph Curry shoot a jump shot. It doesn't get any better than watching this guy pull the trigger.
The feed to Vucevic. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. And that's now 25 points for Vucevic.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Pass to Oubre. Back to Curry. 6 to shoot. From deep 3-point range. Rebounded by Isaac.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Now here's Fournier. He's got 20 with the second effort. No good there. Great tee that time from Green. To the middle. Here's Chris. And Chris throws it down.
Now Marquise Chris is becoming one of those guys you got to see when he's jamming it down.
To the paint. Here's Vucevic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
At the line for the Magic, Nikola Vucevic. Taking 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. So he gets them both. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Feeds it to Curry. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Fultz. 14 points for him. They get it back. Here's Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
You saw by that putback there, he is just completely locked in. They're getting full contributions from him right now.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Timeout called the Warriors. Nice game. Great performance by Nikola Vucevic.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
My girl soft and shaped like a strawberry. Tat like Steph on Marbury. Carry all my dirt. Bury all of my sins, staring out of the beast. She repeated like a parody in a parody. She don't get never win. Well, that when I was sleeping on the couch in the room, with another. I'm on another tip. I'm getting so tense, strength on strength, 1 on 10 against me. I won't break, I don't bend. Watch your statements, guard your chin, guard your heart, guard your light. Find your man, mind your likeness. Do it without the G, know you wasn't happening. You never make doubt, get a suspect. Yeah, for life, baby, I'm just with him. Baby girl, I'm the soldier. Tripping like this.
Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. 5th is Steph Curry.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
And the Warriors with possession here. Wiggins, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Now here's Fultz, covered by Chris, and Fultz gets it to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Curry. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. A floater, he takes it up and lays it in. Curry's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Like to see it when Steph has the confidence to try the floater just over the top of the defense and that soft touch, and it goes.
Here's Isaac. And a miss there on the triple. The Warriors have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Curry dishes to Wiggins. Lets a floater go. That one doesn't go. It's his 5th miss and 10 shots from the floor. Fultz with the ball. Curry meets him. Fultz, no good.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Here's Fultz after the made shot from Kelly Oubre. To the inside, Vucevic. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. 32 points for Vucevic.
Fultz really sees the floor well, and an efficient guard who shares the ball.
Chris pass to Wiggins. Oubre outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Oubre's got 11 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. You gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Fournier. Warriors with the rebound. Oubre outside. Green. Great D that time from Vucevic. Orlando's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Fultz, who scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And you got to prevent Fultz from getting all the way to the rim. Once he sees an open lane, he just attacks it. He is absolutely relentless.
Now here's Wiggins. He's got 12. From down in the low post, it goes. Wiggins has got 4 points in the quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Fultz with the ball. Guarded by Curry. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Fades. And that one hits back iron.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play. It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Fournier against Wiggins. Isaac passes to Vucevic. He can't get that one to fall. The Warriors go the other way. Green deciding where to go with it. Chris finds Wiggins. Oubre outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 5 assists tonight.
Good touch there. Oubre outside the 3-point arc and knocks one down.
Now here's Fultz. 18 points for him. Another miss by Orlando.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Green dishes to Oubre. Another 3 for Golden State.
And perimeter scoring high have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Now, here's Isaac. Here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Count that one.
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Now, here's Fultz. He's guarded closely. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Now a moment to see the stats for Wiggins. Some last season stats for him. Averaged 18 points per, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up. Fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Now, here's Wiggins. He's got 14. That one goes. Count it. And that's 31 points for Steph Curry.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Here's Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Wiggins outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Evan Fournier. The Warriors have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Free throw good, Wiggins. So both teams changing it up here. And both free throws good for Wiggins. Orlando leading by 17. Here's Augustine. Curry with the defensive effort. Oubre finds Curry, and he comes up with the deuce. Curry's got 16 points here in the second half.
Steph with the initiative here, taking charge, and tonight making a ton of things happen.
Passes it to Aminu. Back to Augustine. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Magic lead by 17.
And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
The pass to Pascal. And it's Chris in the corner. Oubre outside. 5 to shoot. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Magic. And Aminu kicks to Augustine. Pass to Ross. Vucevic with it. Working on Chris. And stolen by Wiggins. From deep. Kept alive. Here's Chris. Great D that time from Vucevic.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Here's Curry. Aminu grabs the miss. Magic leading by 19. Here's Ross. That shot off. Wiggins with some nice D. Oubre on the wing. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Orlando's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And Augustine kicks to Aminu. Pass to Ross. 5 on the clock. Pass to Augustine. No good from outside.
I'm all right with him taking that shot close to the hoop, but really not from long range.
Chalk up 2 there. Oubre's got 15 points in just the second half.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Augustine passes to Vucevic. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Free throw line numbers for him, 6 of 7.
Nikola Vucevic. Taking 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. Both teams deciding to change it up. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Bowman. Misses. Nikola Vucevic firing on all cylinders for the Orlando Magic. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Warriors trail by 17. Marquise Chris is out there with Looney. And it's Lee in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And he banks in the layup. Orlando leading by 15. Now Ross. And there's the pass to Augustine. Good on the triple.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
So it's the Warriors now. Magic knocking down the tray. Bowman makes it off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Lee with the steal. To the middle. Chris can't hit.
And, you know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
Bamba dishes to Ross. Pass to Augustine. Lets the 3 fly. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Bowman. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And here's Aminu. He brings it up for the Magic. 16-point lead. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Bowman pass to Looney. Here's Pascal. Covered by Bamba. Here's Looney. Just 5 on the clock. Releases from 15. Aminu grabs the miss. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Ennis passes to Bamba. The 11-footer, count it. And the Magic lead by 18. And it's the Warriors' ball. Lee outside. Passes to Pascal. Here's Looney. Golden State moving the ball around. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That's his 4th personal foul.
Augustine with it. Knocked loose. Here's Aminu, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
That's just a poor decision by the defender there. Aminu is not a high percentage shot maker, but has made himself into a pretty good free throw shooter.
The first one falls for him.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And the contract structure for NBA first-rounders, 2 years guaranteed, 2 years of team options, qualifying offer. Brent, should we consider changing that up?
I think it's working pretty well, Kevin. I think every front office is out there trying to find players out there that are giving you value beyond your contract. And that happens a lot when you're a team that has a first-round pick, 1 through 10, 1 through 20, and you hit on a draft choice. You potentially could get 3 years and sometimes 4 when you have incredible players coming into the league as their first year, changing franchises around. But a player that's providing way more value than the contract that they're getting at that time. So I don't see that changing much. It gives teams a long enough time to evaluate the talent coming in.
Seems to be working.
It does. And the players that prove it are looking at the calendar saying, could I fast forward 3 years? Because I really like to cash in on what I'm doing for you.
You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened and what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest as a player?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple of years is, forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. They can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time, and that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue and continue to grow.
The pass to Bowman. Back to Lee. Over Aminu. And again, no good by Golden State. Magic leading by 20. Now here is Augustine. He feeds it to Bamba. And a missed layup. The Warriors have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Marquise Chris. The Magic also changing it up. Aaron Gordon comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Fultz in for Augustine. Pass to Bowman. Shoots the 3. And the Warriors miss again.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And I love the energy from Fultz, an incredibly crafty and creative scorer.
And so here is Golden State. Markelle Fultz making his last shot. Here's Green. Bamba with the block.
The main weapon in Bamba's attack, the slender, long arms he possesses, helps him block lots of shots.
Evan Fournier is checked in for the Magic. Pass to Pascal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Bowman. And the Warriors miss again.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find the rhythm? I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Looking to end the run. Looney kicks to Green. Second chance effort. That's tipped.
And love how high Fultz gets on these rejections, utilizing his terrific length to spike shots back.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Lee outside. Passes it to Bowman. Golden State moving it around. And the pass to Looney. Now here's Lee, guarded by Fultz. And that one's good. Green.
Boy, they have been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Now here's Fultz. Defense is right there. Sinks the triple. 18 points for Aaron Gordon.
Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had one before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
If you were commissioner, Brent, of the NBA, would you add or alter any rules right now?
Wow. First of all, I think you get to fly on a really nice plane wherever you're going, and you get to go to any game you want to.
Yeah.
So sign me up
with
for that
courtside
job.
seats, by the way, too.
Add or alter any NBA rules. I think the game is in a pretty good place right now, Kevin. And there's not much that I think is out there for us to change.
It seems like All-Star Weekend and the length of the season seems to be two pretty prominent things that continually come.
Yeah, and as far as the question, I guess my head was going to things that are on the floor.
I was thinking that too, but I couldn't think of anything that really...
On the floor, it's tough to figure out something that could be adjusted. And I know Adam Silver and David Stern before him, all of their concern mostly is about the optics of the game.
Yes.
And right now, it's in a pretty good spot.
It's very pleasing to watch, there's no doubt. And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the strike.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Now here's Carter Williams. A 1-2 kicks to Ennis. Of course, Dirk Nowitzki spent his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. We don't see that much anymore, do we? From the beginning to the end with one team.
No, but I think we're going to still occasionally have anomalies like we did with Reggie being in Indiana for the years of his playing career. Nate McMillan was in Seattle for his playing career, now coach of the Indiana Pacers. So there will be times where we'll have that once or twice. It's not going to happen very much, Kevin.
Not in today's
Not in
NBA.
today's game, and not with what's at stake.
And Orlando has possession. The Warriors making the shot.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times. Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Up top, Carter Williams. The Warriors pull it in. Down low, Smailagić. Warriors the rebound.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And the Warriors with possession here. Chris pass to Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Fournier, and that one's good. Wiggins.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
And Vucevic throws it down.
Sometimes you like to see guys go with the bounce pass, threading it through there perfectly.
To the paint, here's Curry. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins. 35 points for Steph Curry.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Fultz kicks to Isaac. Off target from outside. And it's the Warriors' ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Green dishes to Wiggins. Inside. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And that's now 37 points for Steph Curry. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Orlando Magic. It's an 18-point lead. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Here's Green. The Magic getting the bucket. Curry kicks to Oubre. He dishes it to Wiggins. Fires the three, and another three for Golden State.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Magic.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn it.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Vucevic.
Just a force on the glass. Did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
Three-pointer Augustine sinks the three-pointer.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Smailagić, guarded by Augustine. Pass to Poole. And he makes good on the layup.
At this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
The consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
And so here's Orlando. The Warriors making the shot. The shot by Birch, no good. Here's Bowman. His three-pointers off the mark. And here's Augustine. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Nick, how did you guys get this win tonight?
We were really good on defense, and then once we get stops, we're very good on offense. We got some easy ones, and we just kept grinding, We never let it back in the game, and it felt good to get this win tonight.
Great performance by you guys, Nick. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time. Tip-off goes to Orlando. A look at the starting group for the Magic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. Bangs home the trifecta. And the official start of the season, Chris. Is there any opening day for you that sticks out in the many years you played in the NBA?
One opening game, and I don't remember who we played, but I know it was against Allen Iverson. And AI and I had meetings before the season, and we were talking about just how much we wanted to win. We knew we were coming up on the end of our careers, and I remember never entering preseason with so much hope because I knew that he was in, I knew that I was in, and we knew that we both wanted it so bad. So I think we both scored 30 or did something crazy like that. I don't remember, but coming out with him that preseason was so special because I knew we were going to set the tone for how our team was going to play, and we were engaged that year.
Here's Fultz, following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Pass to Gordon. Down low. It's tipped and stolen by Chris. And it's the Warriors on the break. Curry with a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Executing the plan here early. Still haven't missed a shot.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Orlando Magic. 4-point game. There's the pass to Isaac. Shot to stop the run. And no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
Now, here's Curry. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, we were able to talk with Steve Clifford. Both sides have walked away with a win in this season's series. I talked with Coach about that, and he said they got us once, but we can say the same for them. One thing's for sure, we don't fear the big bad Warriors anymore. See how chesty they are once the game starts, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start off the game. Chris passed to Oubre. Green with the ball. Golden State moving the ball around. Curry deciding where to go with it. Just 5 to shoot. Over Fultz. Curry shot is off.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
And Fournier kicks to Fultz. No good. That would have tied it.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Wiggins dishes to Green. Rebounded by Vucevic. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Isaac, and it's all evened up.
And one area Isaac must continue to improve upon, has the size to dominate inside, now just needs to add the muscle.
Now here's Curry, and a wide open look here for Wiggins, and the Warriors miss again.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
Count that one from Isaac.
I mean, he's finding some good shots early on, and what you like about it, he's not trying to do too much.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Chris, you think back to the Warriors as a franchise when you played for them, both as a rookie and a vet. How have things changed?
Well, I think it's a difference, in the approach from ownership. I think that's huge. But the fans, they've always come out. They've always been some of the best fans in the league. And the Warriors franchise has come so far since being a bottom-dwelling team.
And now let's get a look at the numbers for Fournier, how he did last season. He put up about 15 points a game last season, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
And stolen by Chris. And no good that time. Great D that time from Vucevic. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul. Now here's Fultz, guarded by Curry. Gordon, the pass to Isaac. Shot clock at 5. Outside Fournier. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. Trailing by 2. Passes to Green. Over Fultz. And there's Green on the assist by Curry.
He can wow you with his passes. I mean, that's as good of a pass as any three-pointer Curry's going to hit.
Fultz, the pass to Fournier. Now here's Vucevic. Wiggins with the rebound. Warriors have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Green dishes to Curry. Chris, and it's blocked by Gordon. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Isaac with the ball. Fournier gets a wide open look. Trains the three-pointer. Fournier's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Magic.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Now here's Oubre. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Wiggins against Gordon. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Green. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Now here's Fultz, guarded by Curry. Fultz looking around. Second chance shot, and Vucevic with the layup.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Warriors trailed by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Curry kicks to Oubre. Isaac with the steal. Here's the 3. Fultz, no good. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Curry against Gordon. Back to Green. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Fultz.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
With some arc, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And the balance Fultz have, terrific at taking the contact and finding a way to finish.
The Magic shooting their first free throw of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
That free throw good from Fultz. Just when you look around the NBA, which player most emulates the style and approach that you have? And you were special. So you've got to have a very special category for this.
Well, thanks, Ken. That's flattering. And I like to be in the categories with these guys because I'm such fans of them. But Blake Griffin, when I think about him, and also Joel Embiid, the fact that Embiid can shoot out on the floor, he can space up, but in the post, he likes to go to work as well. I just think he gives you such a mix of offensive moves that you can't stop. That as a defender, you're always worried and on guard and looking over your shoulder because you don't know what he's going to hit you with because he has so many options.
But in my mind, there's only one Chris Webber.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. They're forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
Take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Green.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Here's Pascal. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
As good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Nikola Vucevic. First personal foul, team's first.
And so it's Golden State with it. 8-point game. Higgins outside. Shot clock at 6.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game. And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Pass to Fournier. And here's Vucevic, covered by Wiggins. Vucevic with it. He's coming off a 19-point game against Chicago.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
Now here's Curry. Markelle Fultz unable to get his last shot to go. To stop the drought. It's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. To the wing right side. And Fultz gets it to go. Fultz has got 6 points.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. They're jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Curry, good.
The ability to put the ball on the deck to get anywhere he needs to go, that's a big advantage for Curry.
Fournier goes in, and it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Moody's checked in for Golden State. Pass to Isaac. Now the pass to Fournier. And the 3 off target.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Vucevic trying to get over. The shot's good from Fournier. He's got 8.
Oh, he's got a role in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Curry is inside, guarded by Fultz. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Isaac. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Now, here's Oubre. No points in the game yet for him. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Fournier into the lane. Wasted no time on that one. Fournier's got 10 points in the game.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
You gotta be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here. He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the first. Here's Fultz, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And it's a 12-point Orlando lead.
Adept at figuring out ways to score from mid-range. Fultz showing he has the touch.
Curry passes to Oubre. Curry with the bounce pass. Dishes to Wiggins. 5 on the clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the night.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
He misses the free throw. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Warriors making a switch here. Lee's checked in. Damian Lee. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Fultz with the ball. Curry meets him. Offensive rebound. Vucevic with the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Curry on the wing. Guarded by Fultz.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Oh, great instincts, relentless. Seems like he's getting to every miss.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Curry outside. The shot, no good. And so it's Orlando, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we'll be back with you shortly.